By this point, you should have your question typed in, and inside of cell B4 and C4, you should have boys and girls typed in. Starting on A5 to A8 or A9, you should have your choices typed in, and between B5 and C8 or C9, you should have your tallies typed in. Once you've done all that, you're ready for the chart part, and it's very simple to do. Put your cursor inside of cell A4 and make sure it looks like a thick white plus sign. That is extremely important. Then select that cell and all of the other cells from like basically A4 to either C8 or C9 depending on how many choices you have. Do not select anything more or anything less than that. Once you have that selected, up at the top in the tabs, I want you to go to the Insert tab at the top and choose Column and pick the very first one in that column graph. And then you'll see a chart pop up just like this. Basically, this will show you the blue lines will show you what the boys picked, and the red lines will show you what the girls picked. Now, it's not quite complete because we need to have labels on here. And the easiest way to do labels is to take a look back at the tabs up at the top. Hopefully all of you have the Design tab selected at the top. This is automatically selected whenever you insert a chart. From the Design tab, look where it says Chart Layouts. You'll see 3 chart layouts right here. What I want you to do is I want you to drop them down, and I want you to pick layout number 9. It's obviously the 9th one on the list. When you choose that, you'll see a title appear and 2 axis titles. The title, you'd click once and then click again, and make sure you have a blinking cursor before you start typing or deleting anything. Having that blinking cursor there is very important. If you've accidentally deleted your chart title, all you do is just simply choose chart layout number 9 again, and it'll come back. When you erase it, basically it's going to be your question again. Now, I know it's a title, but because it's going to be a question, you do not have to capitalize all of the words. Just as long as you have proper punctuation and a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. The titles over here, again, click once and then click a second time. Make sure you have a blinking cursor before you start deleting anything. You have to figure out what these numbers represent. So the numbers probably represent a number of students or so. You could choose number of votes, number of tallies, something like that. And then your axis title at the bottom here, you have to take your 4 or 5 choices and sum them up into 1 or 2 words. So in my case, it would just basically be restaurants. Now these are titles, and so they do have to follow proper title rules. So notice I have a capital R, a capital N, and a capital S. You do not have to capitalize words like of. Once you have this all set and done, what you're going to do is you're simply, I'm only going to make mine shorter just for this screen here. You're going to drag it below your question here, and then now you're ready to print. If you want to pause this video right now, you can pause it to get all caught up, and then I'm going to show you how to print now. Okay, in order to print, what you want to do is make sure your chart is not selected. See how my chart's selected? I could tell because my words here have like blue and red and purple, pink boxes all around them. What I have to do is I just simply put my cursor in any cell. It doesn't matter if it has words in it or not. Just put your cursor in a cell just to deselect your chart. Then click on File, Print, and then you'll see an example of what your chart should look like as it's printed. If you do not have this like here, if all you see is one big giant chart, that means you did not deselect your chart. So once you have this, make sure you have LaserLab 2 selected and press the print button, and when you press the print button, it'll go back to this screen and you'll see a little white bubble appear in the bottom right corner that tells you that it has been printed. Make sure you save your work, and that's pretty much all you have to do. Good luck.